Welcome to Manly Voices.
Hello, one and all.
Welcome back to Manly Voices. I'm Evan, also known as Manly Ankles. I'm back again with Gabs.
And I'm just feeling some kind of way.
We're feeling despair. That's what we're feeling.
I'm feeling hopelessness.
We just despair.
Which you're like the
That's the game. Danganronpa.
Welcome to feeling like shit for several hours in a row with Gabs and Evan.
Yeah, we just found Sakura dead in the rec room, and we're about to begin the investigation. Hina thinks it was either Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro
It was
who killed
totally
her.
one of those three.
Yeah.
Because
Those are the ones who totally were against her when we found out she was the spy.
although more likely, I think it's Toko. I think this is the end of Toko.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, more specifically, Genocide Jill. Honestly, both of them. Neither one of them were...
She has like 2 extra lives because she has that other personality.
That would be so wild.
That'd be great.
No, but I'm pretty sure it was Toko, because I don't actually think Byakuya would kill anybody. Because if he would have by now.
Yeah.
Because he would have loved coming up with some, like, sick, creative way to not get caught. He would have...
Something completely convoluted. Like...
Yeah, if he was going to kill somebody, he would have done it already. Kyoko's not about that life. Hiro, bless his heart, too dumb.
Could not hurt a fly.
Yeah, like, even if he wanted to. Like, he'd swat at it, and it'd be like that delayed reaction thing where it's like...
It'd be like land on his nose, and he smacks his face.
Yeah. But, like, after the fly is already taken off, and, like, it'd be like land on his nose, leave, and then he would smack his face.
Right, yeah.
Like, and so it's definitely Toko, for certain. Unless it's Kyoko, and that's this whole twist thing, but I don't think
Right.
that's going to be how it is either.
That's pretty solid deductive work there.
Yeah.
But
I guessed a lot of things right about the last
You did
case.
guess a lot right about
Hiro, or not Hiro, Hifumi,
and Taka's case.
yeah.
Alright, let's find out.
Otherwise known as the day my heart broke!
Yeah. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope.
Oh,
We
love
have
that.
no choice but to just do it.
Just do it! Just do it! Oh, there's a little gingham napkin down there.
I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. Okay, now that I know that, it makes more sense that it's still like the same day. Like,
Yeah,
they went and took Alter Ego.
that was like right after breakfast.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then he napped until about noontime.
Alright. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of
They
blood.
tried to poison her with the stuff that's in the
chem lab.
Yes. I think this case this time might be a challenge.
Why is that?
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through.
Why did you react that way?
That's how I feel when my favorites die.
It's emotional gas.
Yeah, I just get really gassy when I'm sad. And the door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words, this is the classic locked room murder.
Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
It's debatably not the strangest thing that's happened even in this game so far.
Yeah, because it's
I think we're gonna go with Robo Justice is the strangest thing so far.
Well, like, it feels like everyone has a locked room element thus far.
Yeah,
There
because
was
Sayaka's was
Sayaka and the bathroom door not working.
yeah.
The whole
Hiro
the locker room
yeah,
debacle.
not Hiro, Chihiro.
Chihiro, yeah. And the blocking of the repository to hide the bodies.
Yeah.
There's like a locked room mystery element to all of these cases.
Ooh, I wonder if that's intentional. Or if that's just like the writers being like, this is all I know!
I mean, these kids aren't very creative. If that's
No.
the case.
No, that's absolutely the case, yeah. Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
Sure, if you don't mind.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to give us the option. Like, no, I got it.
Yeah.
I know what the word locked, I know what the word room, and I know what the word murder mean, and so from there I can deduce the rest. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method. Sorry about your tiny penis guy with the loud motorcycle. Shoot.
Jeez.
Some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So for that, all we'd have to check is the door to see if that's what it was, right?
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
Oh?
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption. Sorry, am I spitting on you as I'm listening?
No, I was burping. Away from them.
Okay, because I was just like, I can feel all this moisture coming out of me.
It's all good.
It's pretty gross, but thank you. Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside the target victim inside. What? You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and it doesn't have any gap that would allow it.
Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list.
It's like, yeah, well, Kyoko just said so I'm gonna go with it. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean by that?
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend that they showed up alongside everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
No, because Hina went and got everyone, you dipshit.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
I don't know either. This is this game. I am expecting the unexpected. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Not a locked room?
By that I mean there is actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. That's what this is. I bet they crawled through an air vent or something stupid. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible.
How do you think Monokuma shows up everywhere?
Seriously, there's got to be some sort of tunnel system in here.
Yeah.
Like, there's a secret room. Why wouldn't there be a tunnel system?
Like he just pops out of the monitors that appear everywhere.
Woo!
Yeah.
Then you think we can cross that one off?
You think we can cross that one off too?
What are we doing? I believe so, yes. So, when it comes to any locked-roomed mysteries, those are the basics.
So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of these 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I really can't say.
Seems like number 3 is the most likely, right?
No, I think I escaped through another thing.
Yeah?
Because otherwise, Hina went and got all of them.
Right.
So, it wasn't like, oh, I can only find Hiro and Byakuya, but where's Toko? It was like, I think that they got out through a separate venue. But right now, I can't really say.
I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else.
Alright, where do you want to start?
Okay, let's look at the little napkin on the floor there.
Napkin?
By her little feces.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like some kind of wrapper.
She ate a burrito and then died peacefully.
She tied up hellacious shits.
Same.
Do you
Speaking
recognize
of
it,
Taco
Hina?
Bell. Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. It's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? Eat a Snickers.
It's just like,
Sakura, you're not yourself when you're hungry. I just read that. So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought maybe it'd help her calm down a little.
So you gave that candy to Sakura.
Found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them.
It's like she's allergic to that candy, and that's how she died.
That's fucked up.
Oh no.
You'll go to hell for even thinking that. That's fucked up. Oh my goodness.
She just had a very violent allergic reaction, and that's why she vomited blood.
And then got hit on the head. Or
Well-
fell backwards. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And then maybe Byakuya did
she-
his creepy crime scene rearranging thing.
Yeah.
I said that already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else can get her hands on them. That's what I do.
You really like them that much?
I'm a defensive eater.
Oh.
That's so sad. But I wanted Sakura to get the chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Did you ever read that book because of Winn-Dixie?
Oh, and like
The one about the
elementary
dog?
school.
And how they had those candies that tasted like melancholy?
It's been ages. I don't remember anything about that book.
I read it
except
so
the
many
dog.
times because it was a book about dog.
Right.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. It was like this candy factory that closed down and the candies tasted like melancholy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so weird. I still don't understand that book.
And now I'm just thinking of the scene in Monster Prom where you're trying to get something out of the vending machine. It's like,
Yeah.
almond joy, almond sadness, almond please kill me, I'm trapped in the machine.
Yeah. You remind yourself never to get something from that third vending machine again.
Yeah. That was great. Hina.
Hina,
Polka dot candy wrapper
has been added to your inventory.
Alright. Do we want to check her body?
Or
Or what's
Sure.
behind her?
not blood because it's red.
They look like rose petals. to be
Baby,
honest.
my companion to a kiss.
Let's check her body.
Okay.
Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence to the blow of the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monofuma Kyle, she
God, Kyle.
she also vomited
Monofuma,
blood.
fuck you, Kyle.
I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries.
Baby.
Maybe she swallowed a knife.
She would. I feel like that's what she does. Like
I
to
eat
be
knives for breakfast.
In addition to my protein coffee, I chase knives with protein coffee.
Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood?
Is that a thing?
Not a chance.
Oh,
Byakuya. However,
did he just
you're-
read his fucking mind?
I guess.
Was he thinking all that, or was he talking out loud?
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting? Excuse me. Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree?
Who gave this guy permission to be?
to exist.
Yeah, who said that that was fine?
His mother.
His mother was probably just like, "Ugh,
I
fucking
guess.
fine.
I guess you can live.
It's like I wanted to get a labradoodle, but instead I had this shithead baby.
I don't think I'd call it interesting, but it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died.
Oh my gosh, really?
Alright, let's check out that. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the tops and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle.
No shit! Wow, these pieces of a bottle. They might be from a bottle.
There is something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure.
Nice! Oh. Figure on the floor. And then there's some
I don't know where my phone is. Whatever.
there's some blood back there.
There is some blood. There we go.
Secret tunnel.
There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? You don't
Nice.
know that's where she died.
Magazine shelf bloodstain. Yeah.
Check the shelf then.
Yeah, why not?
That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here, but no porno mags.
There's some shonen jumps, and some of those can be flirting with the line, though.
Huh? The locker's open, and they're on the inside.
What the heck did I say?
It's a handprint.
What did I just say? Tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Through the mountains.
Secret, 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 secret tunnel.
Secret, secret. I got a secret. Do, 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 do. What's a handprint doing here?
Do, 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 do.
It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. No, that's a tunnel. Fucking push on it, it'll open up like Scooby-Doo.
So then, maybe the killer hid here until the lock room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
No! Yes, thank you, Kyoko. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Why not?
Think back, but before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, the locker was already open.
Oh yeah, and that locker was already...
Mango.
I know it has a cord protector on it, but I don't want it.
Mango. Mango.
Get away!
Why are you being naughty?
Here. Here.
Good boy, Torby.
Thank you, Toby.
Torby is the protector of cords.
And the locker was already open at that point.
I'll feed them between episodes so they stop being bothers.
Oh yeah, no problem. So there's no way some... Oh,
Sinking now. So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
yeah, so then...
Secret tunnel!
What does the handprint mean?
Secret tunnel!
Just get so animated about...
I'm so upset that they just haven't arrived. Like,
Gabs is literally the definition of those very affirmative tweets with the clapping emojis in between words.
yeah, seriously, like, you can turn right at a red light. Goddamn! Like,
Toby's all like, what do I do?
Torby's honestly used to me being loud and obnoxious.
Alright. Next, let's...
Is no one gonna push on the back, like do a little cursory, let's make sure this isn't a... Okay, anyway,
Guess not.
I'll let it go. For now. For now.
There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And
Oh.
inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottles?
Is that... Okay. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Huh?
You know, the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside.
Man, you're gassy today,
I am
Kyoko.
gassy. That's why I shouldn't drink beer while we're podcasting.
I mean,
We're not podcasting.
we're kind of podcasting.
It's like a pseudo pod. If we didn't have,
It's a podcast with visual elements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we had face cam, I don't know if it would count as a podcast, but
Do you
know,
want to try using Basecamp sometime?
we could.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. I mean, everyone would see that I look like a dumpster fire like every day, but
Oh, come on. You look fine.
thanks. I was gonna shower before you came over, and then I was like, what the
You
fuck
know,
is the
honestly,
point?
me too, just to get the smell of pizza oil off of me, but, you know, I changed shirts and that seemed to work.
That was good enough for me. I was gonna wash my hair yesterday, but then I was like, oh no, I don't need to. And then today I found like a sticky spot in my hair from like when I'd spilled ice cream in my hair like 2 days ago. And I
Oh.
was like, maybe
How do you manage that?
spilling ice cream in my hair.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's got their talents, man.
Gabs is the ultimate ice cream spiller.
Seriously, I think I spilled ice cream on this blanket. There's a stain on it somewhere. You've
seen
never
that?
seen that?
Oh,
Ooh, why
yeah.
is this ball so wet?
Maybe I have.
Tennis ball.
Oh.
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
That's very clever. Thank you for giving it a name, Kyoko.
Yep.
I feel like I'm starting to finally make sense of things, little by little.
He's like, so just to understand, we're trapped in a school and we have to murder each He's like just catching up with day one here.
Yeah, and then, what happened to Sayaka? I don't
Whatever
remember.
happened, I only have memories of a heron and
You know, I shot my pants 12 times.
consecutively.
It's all gone.
Every time I shit my pants, I get amnesia.
Every time I shit my pants, I lose a fact. and your name is...
I lose a fact.
The Monokuma bottle.
What if
sitting
that
on
was
the
okay? Wait,
What if that
wait.
What?
What if that was like a universal for all of these guys thing, and that would make sense why Hiro's like, what's a walrus? Hiro shit his pants recently, I see.
Yeah. You had an accident, didn't you, buddy?
Oh,
Oh no, not again.
but really?
I'm glad you called it out on me, Mom.
What?
What?
I'm Byakuya. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass probably started as a bottle.
Oh my god.
Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right?
We all arrived at this conclusion like fucking 50 years ago. Please
Safe
get
to say
going.
the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay.
Nice, perfect, awesome, spectacular.
Once
wonderful.
we're done finishing this room, we'll call it an episode.
Okay. Ooh! Oh wait, that's the thing that we did. That's the thing.
That's not. The bottle isn't.
Oh, the trash can?
There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
Looks like a protein drink, and it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab has all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
But that's strange.
Huh? What is?
You see what's scattered around the can?
Shards of light blue glass. They must have been parts of the window I broke to get inside.
But they aren't scattered around the...
Torby just booped my foot with his wet nose and it startled me.
Oh, it means he likes you. But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it.
Why does that matter?
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
An important clue? I'm not sure I see how.
Really? You can't figure that out?
Do you know?
Yeah, because if it's underneath it, that means someone put it there after the window was broken.
True.
Or the glass, or there was already glass there.
So I think all that's left is to just talk to everyone else.
Talk to the ladies and shit brain.
Talk to Hina.
We already know who did it! Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them! They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me that she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to come meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I'd heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her.
Are you looking at my pants, Torbjorn?
Poor Bjorn. He's got a ball.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That would be why. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry and that she just wanted to talk to him. That reminds me of that thing where it's that meme where it's like, tell me where he lives, I just want to talk to him. This is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened.
Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know.
Regrets?
Regrets.
No regret. No
Regurgitation.
regrets.
But the fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonder where Hiro and Toko even went.
They're just chilling. But for Sakura to have been killed,
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
and she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
Alright. Talk to Byakuya and then... What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Oh, because you're in such a hurry, fucking standing there, little shit.
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her here in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Then it's true?
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster?
So you didn't go see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Byakuya says you didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Yeah, see what I say?
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
That's something I say every day to dogs. You have 2 seconds to remove yourself from my sight.
Okay,
And
thanks.
that's pretty much what the dogs do.
Alright. I believe...
That was it.
I need to examine the crime scene as much.
What else is there?
Oh, wasn't something about the clock? Did you look at that?
The clock?
Yeah, top middle. Whabam.
It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12, so roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego?
Oh, so he only got like a brief power nap in.
Yeah. The door? Oh, we haven't checked out the door yet. That's right.
This door is the only way in or out of the rec room.
That you know of, except for the secret tunnel.
The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window. which happened, of course, when I broke in to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself.
Well, that's pretty good to know, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter.
The chair that was blocking it.
Oh, okay.
The chair was shoved up against the door, so we couldn't get the door open. So there's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used. There's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening.
That's how doors work.
And there's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with anything like that. So the killer must have created the locker room from inside, not from outside.
Because there's a tunnel in the locker, Scooby-Doo style.
Alright, that's the last of the evidence from this room.
Okay.
So we're going to call it an episode. Next time on Manly Voices, we will continue this investigation and find out what's up with probably Toko and Hiro, find out what else.
But most likely Toko.
Probably Toko. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. And subscribe if you want to see more. And
Subscribe
also,
if you're sad.
subscribe if you're sad, if you're happy, if you're hungry, if you're horny, whatever you feel like.
I'm at least 3 of those right now.
Same. Until next time, bye everybody.